Hey, we all know how we're gonna die, baby. We're gonna crash and burn.
Alright, guys, it's been like 95 degrees in Pittsburgh, which is not my favorite. Uh, that stuff needs to go back down to Florida, or back to California. Not I need my 80 or less weather. But I was looking through my book since it's gonna be one of those days where I freaking melt out there. But so I was like, I got a backlog of stuff to read, and so I decided to do a top five like trade paperback books that have been on my into my to read pile for months now, if not years. Yeah, I've got a huge backlog, especially with single issues. You buy all this stuff, so I've been like cutting down a little bit on my buying till I get caught up in reading because I'm a reader and a collector. I'm not one or the other. So I've always considered myself a reader first, collector second. But the past year has not been not living up to the hype there. These are in no particular order. So I just picked out five books that I had in my stack, and these are going to the top of the pile. So I'm going to read. So hopefully in an upcoming video, I can do like a what you read in PZ, what I always do towards the end if I don't have a pull list or anything like that. So or pull list haul, I should say. Um, but yeah, some of these books, like I said, have been sitting in my collection for years. I just never read them. Now it's time to go to the top of the list. One book I literally bought last week, so it's got a. So I guess it's sort of a haul, but I'm not doing all the two from the tomb and all that stuff. That'll be next week or the week after. But let's start off with this is like a series I probably should have been collecting like the whole time. I loved the series Hillbilly, but it's The Goon, Nothing But Misery by Eric Powell. Take a look at some of the art in here. I mean, this is stuff that I probably shouldn't be reading. I have a few Goon books. I bought some of the newer stuff from, was it Albatross Comics? This is stuff from Dark Horse. And I believe it's volume one. Oops. So, great starting point. I think there was even a volume zero, if I'm not 100% sure. It might have been just like one of those prestige books. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I figured this is a good place to start. Really? Yeah, it's just some cool stuff. I don't want to be flipping through it and you know do a spoiler on myself here, but yeah, like I said, the Goon is like I think it should have been something should have been reading for the years, but I just never got around to it. I was too busy trying to fill in other stuff. Now I got things that I don't really care to have. So, but we'll see. Maybe they'll turn out. This one I bought a few weeks ago, and I still haven't got a chance to read it. But it's Spider-Man: Maximum Carnage. Yeah, if I was a better YouTuber or whatever, I'd have numbers flashing. Yeah, maybe. We'll see if we can edit. But yeah, Maximum Carnage from the '90s. This goes across like Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular, Spider-Man that series, and Spider-Man Unlimited 1 and 2, and Web of Spider-Man. So this was like a major crossover back in the day. Uh, I have most of the Amazing Spider-Man stuff. I have most of the Web of Spider-Man, but I don't have the rest of it. I have the Spider-Man Unlimited. I have that issue 1, but I don't have issue 2. So I've read bits and pieces of this. So it's nice to finally get the whole freaking collection. That cover's badass. When I posted this originally, it was somebody brought up. It was I believe it came with a video game from Acclaim, but yeah, I always thought that cover cool. And Carnage has always been one of my favorite characters, just for the look alone, just how psychotic he is. Because it's crazy because I started following Amazing Spider-Man when right around the Carnage storyline when it started back with Cletus Cassidy in prison and stuff like that. But yeah, just something I never got to read the whole thing of, so it's very interesting. This bad boy has been sitting on my shelf, and I'm always looking at it like, but it's a Saga from Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Another series that I think I should have just been, but this is the compendium, so this is issues 1 through 48, maybe. Let me see if I can see here. I'll collect issues 1 through 54, so not a bad price for $60, but I ended up paying like 30 for it. I think I got it at half price books. This is another series you got to watch. You can't really show too much in there, but yeah, let's see. Got some cool shit right there. Just another series that probably shouldn't have been collecting the whole time, but when I first came on YouTube, this was Saga was a huge hit with a lot of the people that do comic book videos. So it's one of the things I think I remember seeing it on the shelf, like issues 1, 2, and 3, and I was like, I think one was like a second print or something, and I was like, I'll get the trade, and I ended up getting the trade, and I liked it. So then I bought the compendium and just sat in the pile for like the longest time. Next up is another series that I've been really wanting to read, but again, just didn't get fallen to the bottom of the pile because I've been like reading a lot of Spawn stuff and trying to catch up on that. A couple other series that I'm really trying to catch up on. But number 4, number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is Punk Rock Jesus from Sean Murphy. Let me see if we can show you a little bit something. Try to find something cool in here. But it's all in black and white. And a lot of Sean, is it Sean Gordon Murphy or just Sean Murphy? That's what I always thought it was Gordon Murphy for some reason. Not sure. It says Sean Murphy in here. I don't know why I'm thinking. But Sean Murphy did a lot of the. Well, he didn't do it. He did a lot of. Got his own little section of Batman you got to play with. So I enjoyed the first. What was it? White Knight, I think it was called. Some of the Mr. Freeze spinoff. I can't remember what it is. Maybe I'll show it two from the Tomb video or something like that. But that's pretty cool about Dr. Von Freeze. But yeah, this collects all 6 issues. So I ended up buying this at I think half price books for like $10, and it's regularly $40. Because I remember if like fine, I was like, oh hell yeah, because I have maybe like issue 1 and maybe 2 or something like that of the individual issues. Last one is I've been seeing a lot about this book on YouTube. So there's been let me get the name of the channel here. Okay, yeah, the channel was or the channel is 2 guys and a stack of comics. They were talking about this book. I've been really enjoying their content too. So if you get a chance to check them out, they were talking about modern books and stuff like that. So I'll leave a link down for their video down below. It's really worth checking out. A lot of it's really well thought out content, and it just like just like with a lot of other things, it's just buried. I think they get buried like a lot of other channels just for all the nonsense out there. But definitely check out their channel. I'll leave a link down below. But they were talking about Conan the Barbarian, and a lot of other channels were talking about this too. But definitely been wanting to read this. I picked up I think the first 4 issues. It's called Conan the Barbarian, Bound in Blackstone. I've heard nothing but really good stuff about this, so I'm super excited to read this. Actually, I'm gonna read this probably as we're done. And this will probably be the first one out the bat of what you read in PZ. Just my thoughts on it, probably in an upcoming video. Yeah, I mean, just the art is. I'm really, you know, sort of kicking myself that I didn't pick up on this series because I got burned on the Marvel series when Conan went over back to Marvel for was it like 2 or 3 years ago or something like that. It was okay, but it wasn't great. So I'm hoping this is living up to the hype that other collectors. And usually when it's a consistent basis, like I hear multiple people talking about this book or a series or something like that, I'm definitely have a good feeling about it. So, but yeah, that's my top 5 books that are on the top of the stack now. Moved to the top, but yeah, I'm curious to anybody down below, man. What's maybe the number of next book you're reading, next trade paperback, I should say, not next issue. I mean, single issues are you're lucky you get 2 seconds out of them anymore. But what's the next trade or graphic novel you're planning on reading? Leave a comment down below because I'm curious to, because it might just spike my interest too. I'm doing it for selfish reasons. I don't get, but yeah, definitely appreciate everybody watching. Yeah, definitely check out Channel Out, man. It's I think it's worth it. Check it out. I mean, I think you get it's not like values or anything. It's just talking about books and stuff. So also check out the channels down below, man. Been watching a lot of those channels trying to catch up. Just some hectic things going on. Riggs has been killing it as usual. Psychotronics work on, man. He's building an empire, man. So if you haven't been catching up on his stuff, man, I got to actually watch some of his sale videos or something. Yeah, he was doing $2 books. If you're into that kind of stuff, check that out. Um, yeah, Elbow as usual, man. He's killing it too, man. So great catching up on all these vids. Definitely check out that stuff. Also, I should have another video hopefully next week actually. It'll be a surprise. I'll let you know. But what's the other thing? Last thing. Oh yeah, if you didn't check out my last week's video, I didn't put mature content on it, so it didn't come up in a lot of people's. Unless you were logged on to the computer or logged on to your YouTube. It's a little risque, so I had to put the 18 plus on it. So if you missed that, you go check it out. I'll leave a link down for that below. It's a bunch of erotic books. So if you're into that stuff, definitely check that out also. All right, guys. Hopefully the camera will be flipped around next time, so I don't lose any more subscribers. But until then, we'll talk to you next time.